Welcome back for the championship match. Nah, not really. This is the one, though, where the big guys bowl. George Hensley and Keith Rayburn. George, he's been on for so many times, Jen. We'll get to it, but what a competitor he is.
And he's a fine gentleman, too. One of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Really nice guy. Do nice guys finish last? Not when they throw the ball like that.
No. George does not like to finish last.
George's daughter, Sarah. Now we're going to check out Keith Rayburn.
Keith No Thumb Rayburn. You might remember a couple of weeks ago we had a gentleman that threw the ball with no thumb, Tom Mays. Well, here's another one. This guy's in the upper division. Take a look at it here. He rests it on, even does a little dipsy-doodle with it, and has the strength to just keep it on the tips of his fingers. Head pin goes to the left-hand wall, comes off, gets a 4, and looking for something else to knock down.
And that does take an incredible amount of strength to be able to hit ball control with no thumb.
That was the head pin, ladies and gentlemen. If we could see that one more time, we will ask you to watch it very closely. Head pin's on your screen, goes to the left-hand side. Watch it here. Comes across, and the 10 pin says, "You guys missed me?" Yeah, right. Power, power, power. Unfortunately, as far as a guy like me is concerned, power's the name of the game right now. Accuracy still counts, but if you don't have that kind of power, you can't play.
Very crisp shot there. Going for a double, 2 for 2. Look at this awesome roll on that ball. Driving through the pocket, no deflection whatsoever.
George Hensley has been around forever, as far as I'm concerned. He's been a great bowler for a long, long time, but he's only 28 years old, Jen.
Well beyond his years and ability. 2 for 2. Go for 3 in a row right here.
28 years old, and he's so savvy. Look at that. Wow, that is the most powerful shot we've seen this season.
Smash that rack, Dave.
George Hensley is going to go after a car if he keeps throwing the ball like this. Take a look at it. Second one back. Center of your screen's the 5 pin. Watch it. Just hacksaws right there. Joom. Into the 10. You didn't even have enough time to see what was going on. Power, power, and more power. That's what we're seeing right now.
Too much power there. The 6 pin going up and over the 10 pin. Unbelievable how that did not carry.
Yes, you are. Unbelievable. My co-host, thanks for being with me again. I missed you those 2 weeks.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. Age 32. This man's been around. 299 game. He has registered already, and you know what? I'm a little surprised. As good a ball as he throws, Jen, you figure he might have one logged in there yet. If not, it's just a matter of time.
Absolutely.
Keith, at this point, trails by 11 pins. I love that little dipsy-doodle thing he does with the ball without the thumb in it.
And if you don't believe me that that's hard to do, go out and try it. Cup a bowling ball in your hand and try to swing it. Look at this. He turns it in and out. Well, he uses his other hand for a little support there for a while. And then still incredible roll on the ball, and that is how you get maximum turn.
Well, we'll see how it pans out against the more seasoned player, at least in tournaments, George Hensley.
George lives over on Rapid Run in the Delhi area, and you know how we're partial to those West Siders.
Gee, I wonder why. Been over there for 45 years. Take a look at it. Age 28, high game 300. Yeah, he's only had 9 of those. 6 800 series, 6 TV appearances. I think it's more than that. We'll have to ask him should 6 should be a 9 or something. Look at this young lady. Ooh.
That's Sarah. Isn't she gorgeous? Sarah Hensley.
Second prettiest little girl I've ever seen.
Next to Carissa?
Carissa Newgrad, yeah.
Of course.
My little girl who's
not
now...
so little anymore, right?
Geez, 14, going on 24.
She's a modern-day American girl.
Nothing different there. Anyway, George Hensley says, okay, I could play this strike game too. strike for George in the 5th frame, and he gets it by just doing everything right. Stays down at the line, good revolutions, 1-2 pocket filled up. 4 and the 7 go out rather uniquely. It kind of splits them off, and they go out as a combination. Now Keith on the right-hand lane is going to, left-hand lane, torque it up again. No. Slides out.
Ball just going too long, not making the jump into the pocket, leaving the 2-8-10. Extremely difficult spare.
Goes to the glitter ball, which is, I think, designed not to hook quite as much. Boy, does he flatten it out.
On a strike, only getting 1 on the 7 count.
Well, I'm not sure I agree with any part of that philosophy, Jen. He moved to the left, he flattened the ball out, and that decreased the margins of getting even 2, and if you got 2 flying around, you might get the 3rd one, so he might want to rethink the way he shoots that.
Coming back, a typical error to make after going wide. He pulls it, sets it short, goes right through the nose, fortunately only leaving the 6th pin. Against somebody like George Hensley, you're not only going to need to fill frames, but you are for sure going to need to string strikes.
Well, he covers the spare with a little enthusiasm and confidence, but Mr. Hensley is going to run away and hide if he gets this next strike. As we speak, he's leading by 24 pins. Here's see at 99. In the 4th frame for George Hensley. Strike up in the 5th. 24 pins, could be 34 with this one.
Only missing 1 frame. Not getting a strike in the 4th frame. There's his family, his mother.
Well, they like it, and what can't you like about this? Good extension, great reach, 1-2 pockets there. Nothing to be said about perfection. Did he like it? It looked like he almost had a heart attack there.
Boy, he does reach for it.
George stretches out. He uses every inch of his body to reach out and get that ball down the lane on the trajectory that he chooses. Wow.
He's absolutely rolling the ball phenomenal.
It's nice and it's relaxed coming off of his hand.
It really
too,
is, exactly.
Take a look at it here if you could. Just nice and relaxed coming off the hand, but with authority. Goes out, comes back, 1-2 pin, goes over, gets out the 7 and the 10. Amazing. Well, there he had a whirly bird in the middle of the lane for Keith. He's not going to go away yet, but his fate isn't sealed. He's got 3 frames left, but if he does anything other than strike, he can kiss this match goodbye.
Keith averaging 218 of its strikes and spares. I'd like to congratulate Vi Reidner, by the way, on making it to the Greater Cincinnati Hall of Fame. Very much deserved. May of '96, she was inducted. And let me tell you, she is a fine bowler. Vi Reidner doing a great job out of strikes and spares.
Well, don't go away and don't write Keith off yet. This kind of power cannot be ignored. Striking in the 7th and 8th frames with a 115 in the 6th. He has now cut George Hensley's lead to 34 pins. If George does not strike here, he could, he could be in position here to
get back in it.
Get back in it is for sure. Let's see what George does. Well, really didn't expect him to do anything other than that.
One more time, George, one more.
George Hensley with a potential 279 on the sheet, only in the 4th frame. Did he not strike? He leads by 44 pins.
Very intense eyes, checking out his mark.
Well, the crowd is unbelievably quiet, too, as if giving him the respect that he deserves by letting him concentrate. And Jen, I've had the opportunity to watch this marvelous bowler play in other tournaments, and this kind of execution, this type of look at the intensity on his face when he wanted that one. That frame to him was the put-away frame. I guarantee you. Look at the face.
Keith getting a little break there for the 3-bagger.
Keith's going to have a little fun. There you see Mr. Irv points. Just one of the most marvelous people for the game of bowling in the BPA. Giving us a opportunity in Cincinnati to enjoy some of the finest bowling in the world. No thumb Keith on a triple. Can he make it 4? Yep, he did. Looking good, man.
He can actually go, looks like 265 here if he strikes all the way out.
It would be 235 for Keith, but I mean, George Hensley is coming along at a 279 plaque there, Jen. It's all but over, but for crying out loud, this kind of bowling, I can watch this all day. Uh-oh, that's pulled.
You're going to pull it far enough to go Brooklyn.
What a horrible shot, but he says, hey, strikes. If we show you the good ones, we'll show you a bad one. Complete pull job, comes around the ball way early, crosses over the 1-2 pocket. You're not supposed to be there, but he strikes anyway.
That shot was for sure conducive of the type of style that he has with the no thumb, going over the top of it. Great bowling effort here.
235. Man, that's what a great game in ordinary circumstances. If you're not bowling in George Hensley, 235 might get you a ticket to the championship match, but not today.
Well, as we sit in awe and watch George finish his game out, I'd like to say hello to a couple of our listeners, Connie Ashley and Elmer Jones. Two people that are great friends of mine, checking out the action each and every week right here on King of TV Bowling.
And they're watching some marvelous action this week as George Hensley is putting on a clinic for us as far as striking and scoring. 235, and you don't even get a smell. Keith is wondering, what did I walk into here?
George has put on a great performance for his whole family. His grandma, his grandpa, his sister, his mom, everybody's here. Half our crowd's going to leave when he goes away.
Let's see if George can make it one more. It's there. It is there.
One frame away in the 4th frame from taking home a car if he can strike here on the 12th and final ball.
Yeah, the Gen 279 is what he's very capable of finishing at, one strike away from a $20,000 automobile. But imagine the championship match. Rick Henson, George Hensley, who is obviously lined up and in the pocket, is going to be facing another powerful left-hander in the championship match, Jason Sebastian. Folks, do not go away. Do not miss the last match today. It's going to be a screamer.